Hey everyone, it's Christy Ann. Thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel. I wanted to go ahead and do our new moon reading for August 2020. I've done 3. This will be the 3rd one I've done. I'm not going to kind of explain what happened to the other 2, just this one's going to be fine. We're going to be happy with this one, okay? Anyway, so I hope you guys are all doing okay. I know that the energy's kind of weird. I've said that before, and I don't mean that in a cliche way. I'm saying that I think that we're finally starting to make some impact. We're finally starting to break through these boundaries that we've been setting, or at least understanding our boundaries. And I'm interested in seeing what the rest of the month is going to be like in terms of our shadow work and in terms of the things that we choose to let go of so that we can make room for the new, you know, to arrive and to flourish, or maybe just the newest level of something, or for something to have the room to mature finally. I know that for myself, I've been having a lot of personal breakthroughs in terms of my relationships and in what ways I project certain things onto them, or what or recognizing what I'm good at in some ways. Like, you know, I don't know about you guys, but I know that I struggle with the flow state. Let's talk about the flow state. Like, when I have an inspiration for something to write, I have to write it all basically right then. And I kind of didn't know that about myself. I kind of put it off and was like, no, I really want to have the time to sit down and think about it and organize it. And then I just end up not doing it. And I've realized, holy shit, I think I just work in these really strong spurts of energy, and I need to utilize them while they're there. And I was watching this video, this conversation between Brené Brown and Russell Brand. I don't know if you guys are popular. I don't know if you're fans of them, but I really recommend. I'll go ahead and post a link to their talk as well on their YouTube. But she's talking about the flow state, and she's like, you know what, I don't really prepare for my speeches, because if I get on stage and then I feel like I'm going to have to dictate and remember everything verbatim what I wrote, then I'm going to end up being too nervous and I'm going to mess something up, and I'm going to mess something up. Whereas, you know, you show up and like how I'm doing these videos, I'm like, okay, preparing, you know, in my head, or like preparing to prepare. I get stuck in the preparing to prepare phase. And that's okay, but I've realized that I just have to do something right now. There was this thing, I don't know who said this or where I had heard it, but it said that if you have a bunch of little things to do to take care of, and it takes less than 3 minutes, just freaking do it right then. Do it as soon as you think about it. And I think that that's changed my life, truly. Anyway, so let's look at this, our new moon reading. We have the 3 of Wands. Oh my gosh, the 3 of Cups, the World, and then the Queen of Cups just flew off the top of my deck, so I think that we're going to go ahead and use that too. Wow, okay, so threes are probably my favorite number. I mean, the number of divinity, the number, you know, the Trinity in Christianity as well as in Wicca. And also, I think, was it Nikola Tesla? He was obsessed with the numbers 1, 3, and 6, or 3, 6, and 9. And those are my favorite numbers, is 1, 3, and 6. I'm a life path number 1, and then I just like the energy of 3 and 6. I don't know. Anyway, so the 3 of Wands. So what we're looking at here, this card always comes up when there is some sort of dream that we're hoping to manifest, or we're waiting for something. We're waiting either for the resources to arrive, or we're waiting for the opportunity to arrive. But either way, we're looking out into the distance and we're wondering and hoping for what if. What if? What are the potentials, and what do I want to do? You know, like looking forward and being like, you know, I want to sail this ocean. Is that what you guys want to do? Or theoretically, symbolically sail that ocean? The 3 of Cups is about community. So these things in our future, it would be helpful if we were to recognize to our community and the people that are closest to us. What role did those people play? And how do we choose those people that are closest to us? I believe that that's really important, to be aware of the people that we let into our circle, and to find some true camaraderie, and to be able to depend and be depended upon by them. The next card is the World. So we start out with the 3 of Wands. This guy, he's a young man, and he's looking out in the distance, and he's dreaming, he's hoping. When I get older, or when things are in the right alignment, when I'm on my path perfectly, this is what I want to happen. We have the community, okay? So what people do I know? It could even be about networking, maybe. So what what people can you get around you? They say that you are the culmination of the 3 people or the 5 closest people to you. So like, be aware of the people that you have surrounding you. The next, the World card is, this is the Fool when he has reached the very end of his journey. This is the epitome of having learned the lessons of your life. Like, what have you learned after all these trials, tribulations, and successes that our lives have guided us to? I don't know, the Green Man, he watches over and it's the culmination of, masculine energy, and in this case, not just masculine, but feminine as well, coming to the pinnacle of, we've reached a point in ourselves that we need to recognize that we do have the skills that we need, that we do have the wisdom, and that we do have the opportunity, and we have the strength, and we should have the confidence to be able to take on these projects that we may think are still so far away. We have so much more opportunity than we are giving ourselves. The Queen of Cups, she is sensitive, yet she's strong. She's intuitive and she's compassionate, and she is willing to take in the energy of other people and to give them a chance, or just be compassionate and to not be too criticizing or too stern with these other people. However, she's also aware of what's going on beneath the surface of everything. So look at underneath the energy that's going on underneath everything that we're looking for, all these goals, all these relationships, and all these things that we've learned. What can we learn what can we put together with all that to create ourselves as a better person? How can we use these lessons to achieve this thing that we may still think is so far away, when in reality it could be right behind us. It could be right in front of us. It could be right behind the thing that's right in front of us. It can be far closer than we think that it is. We have a lot of opportunity, and we've learned a lot of things, and we have a lot of support, you guys. So be kind to those closest to you, and be kind to yourself, and be real with yourself. Be real with saying, you know what, I always fear when this situation comes up, and every time it does, it's never as bad as I think it is. Or, okay, I could be projecting, and I think that something's going to be really bad, when in reality, it's not that bad again. I think that's a lot of what keeps happening, is that we've lived through a lot of the worst, and we've lived through a lot of the best. We can do anything we want. We just have to understand that we have that experience and that knowledge, okay? All right, guys. Well, I hope this was okay. This is interesting. So I guess this is involving our shadow work for the new moon. So what do we need to let go of in order to realize that the opportunities and the relationships that we need are actually right in front of us? So anyway, if anyone wants a reading, go ahead and reach out to me. My email is christyann.seekingspirit@gmail.com. You can reach out to me back on my email, or on my YouTube, or on my Facebook, or on my Instagram at Sailor Owen. So thanks, guys. I appreciate you.